when I Google you or when I see your website, if you have bad reviews or low reviews, and this is one of the things, Sarah interviewed me on the podcast for TNLA recently, and I was sharing with her that review recency. So how recently have you gotten your latest Google review is one of the top ranking factors on Google right now. And it impacts customer searches. So back to, how have things changed since post-COVID? Well, inflation has gone way up, and that means I'm more careful with my money, and I'm going to pay even more attention to online reviews. And the Google search algorithm is showing that preference as well, and it's rewarding businesses with a higher ranking. Online reviews are like sunshine. They impact your ranking. That means your position on Google. They impact your revenue, people choosing to hire you, and they impact your recruiting. So how many Google reviews do you need to have? I have the 4-star review average test. And what this means is when I Google a business, do you have at least a 4-star average? Because if you don't, this would be the first fish to fry. Let's pretend that we're a referral and we're Googling, and see how Google is suggesting this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up, and a couple things. See this kind of like warning symbol here? It kind of spooks me as a customer. And then when I see 20 reviews, right, with a 3-star average, and I'm seeing, I like that you replied here. So I want to acknowledge that you handled this well, that you did the right thing, and that you're not alone. Also, you happen to be the person that I pulled up, but this is common in the landscape industry to get some negative reviews. And I can see that one of them is from an apartment complex. So it's not even the actual customer, it's a resident of your commercial client. And if you do any kind of commercial work, you are going to get a ton of negative reviews. And that's why this is so important, because we want to get at least a 4-star average. So that way, when we get negative reviews, okay, maybe if I go from 4.7 to 4.5, I'm good. But if I'm under 4, I'm in the 3s. That's not where I want to be. So one of the things that I would do if I were you is consider having an employee review contest. Now, you can't pay your customers to write a Google review for you, but what you could do is pay your employees when your customers mention their name in a Google review. And so this sounds like something like this. Hey, Carl, really love working with you. Hey, we're having a contest at work. Could you help me with something? Awesome. If you mention my name, Bobby, in your Google review for Bob's Landscapes, I'm going to be entered to win a prize, and it would be so cool. I really appreciate working with you. Would you do me a favor and write me a review? Cool. I'm going to text you a link to our Google listing, and just remember to write Bobby in your review. Boom. Now I'm moving on. So if I'm an employee and I have some kind of incentive, like maybe $50 a review, and maybe you're going to have a contest in the month of June, and whoever wins that gets a paid day off, or they, I don't know, you think of some kind of fun reward, it could really help everything, Shannon. So that's just an example of an opportunity for you. And when I come back into the photos component, what I was talking about earlier is, I'm not sure what this is. I'm guessing that you have better photos than this. I know that you do, right? Check out this gorgeous photo that you have here. So sometimes people come here and I do basic stuff with them, and I like Google them, and they see these kinds of low-hanging fruit. So all of the things that I'm showing you right now, you could go and nip in the bud right away for free. You could take some photos that are already on your website, and they are wonderful, and upload them to your Google listing and send out the link to your review site. And so again, the way that you would do that, so everyone sees, if you come in here and you view all Google reviews and you click this link, see this big ugly URL? If you put that into an email and said, click here to write a review, and put that link into it, boom, it would take them right here. And now we're up and running. Okay, so that was an example of the 4-star review average test. And Shannon, thanks for playing. In addition to having this, also recommend collecting what I call first-party reviews, which is when people can leave the review directly on your website. This is what's also called Net Promoter Score. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend us to a friend? Getting a Google review is like icing on the cake. What I really care about is, how does my client feel? How likely are they going to renew with me? And is there an opportunity for me to improve? This is part of what I do at Ramblin Jackson. And I actually bonus my team members when we have a client who gives us north of an 8 out of 10, right? So when I have a happy customer and the project's completed in budget and it's done on time and it meets our quality standards, that project manager gets a bonus. And so they've got some skin in the game to get it done on time, to get it done in budget. The client really cares about those two things probably more than anything. Did you do it on time? Was it in budget? Did you do a good job? Kind of basic stuff, right? But now we've got an incentive for it. So online reviews are like sunshine. You've got to have at least 10 on Google, Facebook, and Yelp. So that way, when you get a negative review, you can get it north of that. If you enjoyed today's conversation, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for weekly updates to help you grow your snow and landscape company. My name's Jostes, and click the link at the end of this video for the next one.